responsive design. Create a responsive website design today, and give your customers the best online experience possible. With responsive design, your website automatically adjusts to the screen size of the device it's being viewed on. No more zooming in and out, or scrolling left and right. Your website will always look great, no matter the device. Get a free consultation. Contact us today at Mainstream Digicom.
Meet Kiana, Shiori, and Karthik, just a few merchants from around the globe who have switched to Shopify, the leading e-commerce platform. Why'd they make the switch?
Need an efficient web design strategy, search engine optimization, paid search engine marketing, or even social media marketing services. At JavaLogic, we make your website work for you by getting dream customers who are asking for your services. We'll find the best keyword combinations for your business so you can rank higher in the search engines when potential customers are ready to buy. We'll create and optimize your current website so that it is beautiful, easy to navigate. So when your dream customers visit, they'll want to come back again and again.
Peace, I'm Farah Hamid Freeman, founder and director of the OFC. We're also known as the One Full Circle Melanated Community Resource Hub and Network, founded October 2011. I'm honored for this opportunity to introduce you all to the OFC, but more importantly, I'm excited for what this OFC BNI collaboration will economically do for your business, your family, and our community. The OFC is dedicated to bridging the gap between the French and the English-speaking melanated community, and to empowering the community by providing culturally adapted resources and support. But the power of the OFC is in our network. We serve a community of over 16,000 members. Our members consist of entrepreneurs and business owners, as well as individuals and families. All members are committed to supporting each other in order to create a solid economic foundation for ourselves and our future generations. Within the OFC, we understand that by supporting your business, your company will expand and will eventually create employment opportunities for our youth. Our model is simple. Members come to us for products and services, and we refer them to you. At the end of the day, we may have amazing products and services, but we need access to clients willing to spend money in our businesses in order for us to thrive. This collaboration is doing exactly that and more. Being accepted as a member of an OFC BNI chapter means that you will benefit from the powerful business-to-business networking and coaching from BNI, in addition to the constant flow of clients and support from the OFC. Like BNI says, we are stronger together. But don't take my word for it. Get involved and experience the benefits for yourself. If this opportunity is right for you, let me be the first to welcome you to the OFC community and to the BNI family. To get started with the OFC, simply sign up at ofccommunity.com. Our member success representatives are ready to be at your service. In the meantime, please remember to think of us first for all your community and business needs. Thank you again for your time and enjoy the rest of the presentation.
All right, let's stop the share and let's get this party started. So greetings, everybody. If you are in a position where you can turn on your camera, I ask that you do so we could get to know each other, we could connect and build. As you guys just heard in the clip, I'm Farah Hamid Freeman, founder and director of the OFC. Before I get started, as I always do, I am so grateful to life. I'm grateful to God, our creator. I'm grateful to our ancestors for creating this opportunity for us to be able to get together, for us to be able to connect with each other, for us to be able to build as a community. And I just ask that the time that we spend, let it be very productive, let it be very uplifting and supportive for all our businesses, individuals, and organizations who are with us this evening. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to another amazing OFC community and business team meeting. So first, just to explain, as you guys just heard in the clip, the whole reason that this thing came to being is because of the partnership that we have with BNI. I'd like to ask, is there anybody here who is already familiar with BNI? Nobody. Okay, some of you guys are. Okay, great. All right. So for those who aren't, I will just explain it very quickly again. So BNI is the largest business networking platform on the planet. One thing that I didn't say in the video is that BNI is a very stringent network. For those who know it, it's like you have to conform to the rules of BNI. Not all entrepreneurs are what we call BNI ready. So that's why we have the OFC. We're here to help you guys to develop your businesses, help you guys to grow so that those who are interested can become BNI ready. And for those who are not, you have an awesome space to connect, to get to network, to build, and to get the support that you need as an individual coming up. So what to expect for this evening. So as we get together, so first off, we will take a moment and we're going to introduce our affiliates who are with us. Our affiliates are the businesses and organizations who are partnered with the OFC and who are here at your service in terms of members of the community. Then we will open up the floor to our businesses and individuals who are here to introduce themselves. So we want to know who you are, what you do, what challenges that you might be facing as an entrepreneur. And that's an important one. We want to know what we can help you with, what are obstacles that you're facing. And it's not just for entrepreneurs or heads of organizations. Our meetings are open to everybody, individuals from the community. You could be a professional or a student, and you just want to be here to connect and to build. You might be going through something, you might be looking for work. It could be any circumstance. You are welcome to be here because we're here to support each other as a community. And then after that, I will give whatever quick updates that I have about the OFC, and then we'll have our feature present for this evening. And we're blessed to have Dr. Pierre, who's going to be introducing himself, talking about his company, and letting you guys know just the power of what he's doing and why he's doing what he does. So this is going to be an exciting time. So some of the ground rules that we have, looking at time. So each person, as we do our round table, has about 90 seconds to introduce themselves. Once your 90 seconds is up, I'll start flaring my hands on the screen, just so you guys know that your time is up. I haven't figured out a better technique just yet, but this is what it is. So I want to give you guys that up. So yeah, just to let you guys know, that's what's happening. Also, please remember to put your information in the chat. One, it helps us out because we are keeping track. We use it as attendance, but then also you guys are here to network and to build and to connect with each other. All right. And also we're recording the sessions and we load them up on YouTube after the fact. So anybody who is interested in watching after the fact will be able to do so. So I encourage you guys to also say your contact information, or, website, phone number, email, whatever's pertinent, so that those who do not have access to the chat, if they want to connect with you after the fact, they'll be able to do so. Did I cover everything? I think I covered everything for now. If there's anything I forgot, I'll just randomly chime in as we're going throughout the meeting. Shall I get down? Again, I'm glad to have you guys all here. I'm excited for this evening. And as you guys know, so we are bridging between the East and the West Coast. So we have some of our members who are in Montreal and Ontario, and we have our members who are in Calgary and Edmonton. It is awesome to have you guys all here, and it's awesome to build. We are a global network for those who do not know. We have members all over the world, and we're now developing our chapter. I can say our groups in Atlanta as well. So I'm excited, and eventually we'll start seeing more of our American brothers and sisters popping on the line with us. All right. So without further ado, I'd like to dive in, and we have Dr. Alvina, who is one of our affiliates, and she is on the line with us. Oh, you know what? I did forget that these are bilingual, but I think everybody here is English, so I think we're okay with that. Greetings, Dr. Alvina. Nice having you.
Good morning. Good evening. Sorry, I'm in a weird space, so I'm gonna turn back on off my camera, but I wanted to just say hello. And basically, in Quebec, I do damage insurance, which is car and home insurance. That won't help anybody over there in Alberta because they're separate licenses. But what you could also know about me is I'm also an author. I have 4 books, and I give workshops on how to become authors. So if anybody's interested in that, my coaching and writing workshops for authors, that's something that I could offer you. So, but if you had general questions about insurance, I could answer, but I'm not licensed in the other provinces, so it wouldn't probably help that much.
That is awesome. And no problem at all, Alvina, but please plug the book. I Pray on Purpose is one of them.
Is one of them.
But
I testify on purpose because finding joy in the journey and embracing imperfections.
yes, thank you. You know, I wasn't going to let you go without plugging them properly so people could find them, check them out, and support them, because this is what we are here for. So thank you, Sister Alvina, for what you're doing for the community. And we're glad to have you here with us.
Perfect. And I forgot to leave my number, 514-990-9539, but I will put a link in the chat where you can get everything. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you, Queen. Awesome. All right, so let's keep it moving. So Alvina is one of our affiliates. So let's, Dr. Pierre is affiliate, but he's not going to speak right now. He's going to come on after at the end to deep dive. So let's just go with our businesses and the individuals who are on the line, and I will call them as I see them here on the screen. So first up, Brother Fabian, how you doing, my brother? Oh, you're on mute.
Good night. I'm okay.
Good. You all right? Are you in as a guest, just listening, or you like to?
I'm here as a gift.
Sorry, brother.
I'm here as a gift.
Oh, good. Well, we're glad to have you. And we still need to connect about what we discussed this morning. Okay, because did member services reach out to you?
I didn't see an email, so I guess
Not yet. Okay. I'm gonna make it a point to make sure I reach out to you to connect you. But again, remember the guy who is hiring, because we do have a guy who hires. Matter of fact, actually, he hires people to work virtually. So if there's anybody who's looking and they want to connect, we have a brother in the platform that hires people who are able to do work from home. And he hires for different campaigns. So definitely check him out. He's on our OFC Link platform, and his name is, why is his name slipping my mind right now? It's terrible. What is it? Russell. Lord have mercy. It's been a long day, guys. All right. I'm part of a 5 a.m. club, so I'm up at like 4:45. So it's what it is. But thank you, Brother Fabian. Glad to have you here. And if you have any questions as you're hearing people, do not hesitate to chime in. Yes, we have another guest with us. So Tashana Williams and guest, the floor is yours. Greetings, Queen. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. Yes, my son came at the perfect moment. My name is Tashana Williams. I am the CEO and co-founder of Orchid Black and Company Incorporated. We are a specialized company that offers strategic services to small businesses and startups. Our services include operations, general business, consulting, and mentorship, business development, marketing, and customized services to suit each specific business and startup needs. Orchid Black is the premier one-stop shop for entrepreneurs to get the proper support they need and ensure their continued growth and success.
Wow, that is amazing and very much needed. I have a couple quick questions for you. Are your services, are they virtual? Are they available for people across Canada, or are they more within Calgary, Alberta, or tell us?
Yeah, I can do, I do meetings, most of my meetings, I do them over Google Meet. I try to use my domain as much as possible.
Nice.
But my network is mostly in Ontario. So that's
Nice.
who I'm reaching out to the most, yeah.
Awesome.
That's who I work with the most.
And
Yeah.
do you have anything that you could use help or support with?
Yeah, I just registered and started up here, and I'm trying to penetrate the market out in the West, and I'm trying to use my warm market to do that. And also just get some mentorship as well as a small business owner. I know some of you are definitely more tenured than I am. So I will, any type of insight, I will take it, you know. I'm so happy that there's a group like this, you know. So
that is great, and we're glad to be able to be here for you. So that is perfect. So it is to connect with more people, and we'll definitely make it a point for you and I to connect. We'll have a one-on-one session, and we'll see how else we could help to expand and connect you with more of our members. That is exceptional.
okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Queen. All right. Next up, Sister Andrea Cox, who did an exceptional job last week. We're glad to have you on with us again this evening. How you doing, Queen?
Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Oh my goodness, I'm looking for my script. Obviously, I don't have time to look for it. Hope everyone had an awesome day. I'm Andrea Cox, and I am from Calgary, and I'm an end-of-life pre-planning coach. and I guide individuals and families through proactive planning before a crisis or the death of a loved one. And I help them make informed decisions and create meaningful legacies through my book, Final Departure, and my coaching services. So let's discuss how we can navigate this important journey together for you and your loved ones. So I will put my information in the chat. There we go. Nice, short and sweet.
Nice, Tracy. But if you could also say your intro just for those who might not have access to the chat after the fact.
Yes. So my phone number is 403-607-9298, and I could be reached on Instagram and on Facebook, Andrea Cox. Actually, no, on Instagram, it's Pre-Plan First with Andrea Cox. Then I'm on LinkedIn, Andrea Cox, and Facebook, Andrea Cox.
Amazing. And did you have any challenges, anything that you need help with from the community?
Do you know what? I would say for those who have not bought my book, buy the book and please put a review on Amazon. Reviews are amazing. So please, I know Tashana, you're an author, right? Yes? No, it's not Tashana.
It's Dr. Alvina.
Yes. Yes. Reviews are awesome, guys. Please leave a review. Thank you.
Thank you. And you know, Tashana, did you see your contact information when you're doing it?
No, I was as you were saying it, Andrea, I was like, oh.
Yes, I think I heard you telepathically. I was like, wait, I think.
Oh, and I just.
Yes.
Yeah,
please.
I sent half of it. I just sent half of it in the chat. I'll send the rest. But my phone number is 416-890-3469. My first strategy was to keep my Ontario area code.
Okay. Yeah, I
heard that
you had me confused. I'm like, wait, are you in Alberta? Are you in?
I'm in Airdrie, Alberta.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. But you have a 416 number. Hey, just do you. That works. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Oh,
yeah. Did you need the address as well, or just the phone number or email? Oh, my email.
However you want people to reach you. It's whatever's best for you.
I'll type my email in the chat, but it's my first name, Tashana, at orchidblackco.com.
Beautiful.
Right now.
Thank you, Queen. Awesome. Brother Kevin, how are you doing? Oh, you're on mute. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was scrambling for the mute, the unmute, the mic button there. Okay. How's it going, everybody? Kevin Williams from Calgary, Alberta. I am co-owner of 403 Handyman. We do small projects in construction and large projects. It all depends on your budget and what part you want us to be a part of. We have been in business for 5 years now. We're going to have an anniversary coming up pretty soon, and we've been doing some amazing projects. It is deck and fence season right now, so reach out to us here in Alberta to help you out with your fence or deck. That's what we're concentrating on. But we also do interior, small renovations, fix patches, hang doors, whatever you need, baseboards, floors. Just reach out to us here at 403 Handyman. And it's 403handyman.com and Kevin at 403handyman.com if you'd like to reach me by email. 403-960-0587 is the office, so they can link you with me. All right. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Kevin. And do you have any challenges or anything that you could use some help with?
We are always struggling with estimates.
Estimating
is one of our biggest pinch points, where we need to get our estimates in and out to customers in a timely fashion. So as we grow, we've always struggled with that, because what's acceptable price in Calgary and Airdrie might not be an acceptable price. And, if you're, let's say, a homeowner in another province, and you have a rental here, and you reach out to us, you might not the price might be a little bit skewed for you. Yeah,
I like
it's a
that.
little bit different. Yeah.
Okay, and actually, I think I
Yeah.
may even have a strategy for that I learned from my business coach. So that is definitely something we'll take some time to connect, and we'll brainstorm. It'll be my pleasure to share what I know.
Fantastic. Thank
Cool,
you.
awesome. My pleasure. Inga O.
I too am looking for that mute / microphone button. Here I am, Inga O in the building. Tired as well. I got up at 5:45 this morning, so I'm feeling it. But I am the OFC member outreach and engagement facilitator. I'm also Pharaoh's cousin. I'm happy to be here and just kind of, I'm pretty new on the scene, so as far as face to face, anyway, I'm actually in Montreal and just learning the ropes and enjoying the journey, which is what we're supposed to do, right? So that is it in a nutshell.
Amazing, and I'll plug it for you as the outreach person, guys. She will be reaching out to you guys, touching base, seeing how you guys are doing, seeing what's going on in the community, and how we can continue to be of service. So we are grateful for what she does, and she also helps with coordinating our events and stuff that we do here in the city. So we appreciate you, Inga. All right, let's keep it moving. Okama, I'm glad you're able to make it, sister. I should give people a heads up so they know in advance. Glenn, you'll be after, okay? So you'll know where your mute button is. So.
Oh, yes. I would have missed this for anything. But as you know, I was telling you, I'm in Red Deer.
Yes.
Where we're actually having our regional event for the Western Province. This is the first event in 3 years. So we have about 150 of our colleagues in Red Deer. And then tomorrow I'll be heading to Calgary, where I want to cover the athletes who are going to be there for volleyball nationals. Oh. So the volleyball national championships are happening in Calgary at the University of Calgary, the Olympic Oval. We're expecting 12,000 athletes from all parts of the country. So girls, it's good to see so many girls involved in sports. So what do? I am a mother, I am a wife, and I am a business person. And my business is providing coverage for our people. All I've ever wanted to do is add value to our community members, provide service that would actually help our people when life happens. And life happens everywhere, every day. It could be somebody just walking and they fall and they hurt themselves, or so many people being afflicted by cancer or other kinds of ailments. And these ailments are affecting our younger and younger population. So I work for this 100-year-old company. It's called Combined Insurance. It's a member of the CHOP group of companies. I'm licensed in Alberta. So I promote and sell the products to Albertans. But I also have colleagues in other parts of the country that can also write policies for any of our people that are interested. And basically, anything you know about insurance, throw it out the window because you've never seen this before. And what I'm telling everybody, especially people that work for themselves, get some kind of coverage for yourself, because when life happens, we actually pay claims. This is our claim to fame. We paid 30,000 claims last year. And if you can get a claim from as cheap as $10, $15, what is stopping you? Let's make sure we are protecting ourselves now. Thank you.
Amazing. And you and I were chatting a little bit offline prior to the meeting. So I do know as you're coming into Calgary, you're looking to connect with people in Calgary. So we have some awesome people in Calgary right now. So please, you guys make it a point to exchange contacts. You guys can connect if you don't know each other already. This is why we do what we do, is to create these bridges for us to be able to build as a community. And it's awesome what you're doing there, Queen. Thank you so much. Cool. All right. Next up, Brother Glenn.
Hey guys, how you doing? First off, I didn't know what the heck I was walking into. Andrea just sent me a link, so I showed up. Okay,
Yes.
so what's going on? I will say a couple of things though. So I'm an insurance agent, 21 years in the insurance business, and I am an independent, deal with about 20 companies. I primarily deal with life insurance, specifically in what's called the infinite banking concept, one of less than 50 authorized practitioners across Canada. Now I'm going to jump on a comma. I hope I'm saying that right. A commerce company, now I offer services similar to what a commerce company does, but I'll tell you this. I've got my accident and hospital plan with a commerce company because the stuff I have doesn't work as efficiently and price-wise for a family as her company does. If you are somebody who works with your hands, okay, if you are somebody who needs your physical being to make money, you should talk to her because they pay for injuries from day one. So I'm going to plug your company, though I never met you, but I know combined products, I have it. I don't sell it, but I have it.
Oh, that's
right?
awesome.
So
That's community.
definitely talk to her. If you know tradespeople, let me tell you something. All they need is one claim and they will sing her praises forever. But we all know that if you're a tradesperson and you go down, you're not only worried about getting better, you're worried about how much is going through your pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you probably rush back to work quicker than you should if you don't have something coming in. So go talk to her on that. I'm going to plug her all day on that.
Wow,
And of course,
that is
Andrea's book that talks about just preparing for everything, this side of injury and death. Because here's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of seeing GoFundMe things for people. I'm sick of seeing it. It doesn't need to happen. It's not necessary. We can cover ourselves and our families sometimes for a lot cheaper than we think.
Mm-hmm.
We may not have ideal, but having some is better than none. Andrea's book is a step-by-step preparation chart of what to do. Okay. I sell products. She gives you, she lays it out and says what you need to do to get things done. And again, as you guys can tell, I'm passionate about insurance. I've been to too many funerals, but you know what? I like being one of the few guys coming in with a check as opposed to saying, pay me for this, pay me for this, pay me for this. I bring peace of mind to families. On that side of things, these guys bring peace of mind before we get there. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for the time and be quiet.
Wow, my brother, thank you so much. And thank you for bringing that energy, because this is what it is to be a part of a community. We're here to build together. We're here to support each other. We don't need to compete with each other. We can lift each other up. There's enough for everybody to benefit, to live, to thrive. So again, thank you for bringing that energy. You didn't give any contact information or talk about any challenges that you have. So
I'll put that in the chat. Honestly, the challenge is seeing too many people do GoFundMe, not being prepared when stuff happens, because it happens to all of us and different families and friends, right?
So you know what?
That's
I'm going to note it. And I was speaking to one of our administrators today about actually one of our board members. I was speaking to Sharon actually about the fact that we do need to do more workshops about educating the community on just the value of, you know, prevention is better than cure. So like my mom used to say, it's just like you want to be prepared. You want to, you want to have wills in place. You want to have insurance in place. You want to have like you just want to be ready. And, this is what we need to do as a community. So I will make 2 stars next to that on my sheet here and make it a point for us to actually get working on those workshops because it's necessary. Thank you very much, my brother. And thank you again for being here. And last, but very far from least, we have our brother Darren, who is our travel agent. Peace and blessings, Darren.
Yes, hello everybody. Good night. My name is Darren. I'm a travel agent. I work with Voyage Rascal and Réunion. My email there is Darren@ voyagerascalsandgrignon.com. So travel, anything could be related with flights, car rentals, hotels. We're able to assist and help you with all-inclusive vacation packages down south. We're able to help arrange that. And especially with travel nowadays, waiting on hold to arrange travel with so much flight delays, and even to speak to somebody on the airlines could be a whole day thing. So us as travel consultants, we're able to assist to make your travel journey a bit smoother.
Darren, thank you for what you're doing. Do you have any challenges and that you're going through that we can help you with?
Well, challenges would be on the restaurant side.
Go ahead.
We
I'll let
have
you double dip. Go ahead.
we have a Jam Jerk restaurant in Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Westminster, 30 Westminster Avenue. The challenges that we're having on the restaurant side is, number one, we're looking for a chef, or workers at least, who have a passion in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And the other, yeah, that would be the challenge right now, primarily.
Perfect. Okay. Say less, my friend. That is noted, and we'll put a call out. And if needed, also, I guess I'll segue and talk about what we do. And thank you, Darren. And shout out to your brother as well.
Can I just jump in a moment? Andrea Clark did have a question for Darren, so I wanted to make sure you saw it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, go ahead. What was it? Sorry, I didn't see it. What was the question? Let me open up my chat. Oh, travel insurance?
Yeah.
Does
Do you
Darren
sell
offer travel insurance?
Burdens as well? Yes.
Well, it's just travel on a whole, not travel insurance, but just travel.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Yes.
That was a question for Darren? Darren, inquiring minds want to know. Darren, did you hear the question?
So the question, what was the question? I didn't hear it.
Do you can us that's living in Alberta contact you for travel?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, thank you.
I have to say, I use Darren. I'm going to Trinidad in a couple of weeks. I've been using Darren because, one, as entrepreneurs, you guys know our time is super limited. So I throw Darren a bunch of possibilities. I can leave between these and these windows. Let me know what's possible. And he comes back and he sends me different things. I say, yay, nay, go back to the drawing board with that one, and he throws me a bunch of different prices. It's a great service. It's awesome to have. And like we say, if you know, obviously there's a bunch of platforms out there you could book your flights independently, but if something goes wrong, there's no one to complain to. And in this case, having a travel consultant, you have a point of contact. If something goes wrong, they are your support. They're there to fight on your behalf to make sure that you get what you deserve. So again, Darren, I appreciate what you're doing. All right, so just myself very quickly, as you guys know, I'm the founder and director of the OFC. So some of the cool little things that we have going on, and what I was going to mention to Darren is anytime, oh, good point. Darren, your contact information, please share it again. Did you say it out loud, Darren? I don't remember if you verbalized it. You did? No?
Yes.
Say it one more time, just so we get it, and say it slow, and then don't forget to put it in the chat too.
So my email would be Darren vasco@angrignol.com.
Perfect. Is that the best way to reach you?
Yes.
Darren Vasco. Okay, make sure I put it in the chat too. Awesome. Thank you, Darren.
Definitely.
Yeah, so like I was saying, so one of the things that we do have, so we have our own radio show and podcast. So it plays on the FM radio out here in Montreal, 90.3 FM, but it's on all platforms, iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, etc. And that's a platform that we have dedicated to the members of the community. So anytime you want to get any message out, you want to promote, you want to let people know what you're doing, that we are here for you all. So definitely do not hesitate to reach out, connect with us so that we could promote you. Also, we have the OFC link, which is our community directory. I encourage you guys to go check that out as well. That's a platform that we use to promote the different businesses and individuals within the community. I think those are the two main highlights that I had to share with you guys right now. Just to let you guys know, for those who are new and just coming to know about the OFC, we've been around for about 13 years. We serve a gigantic network throughout the world. We have members in different parts of the Caribbean, different parts of Africa, United States, as well as Canada. And our claim to fame is that we bridge between individuals and business owners, between the French and the English, between the white and the black. We are here as a bridge for everybody, and we're here at the service of the community. People who join the OFC is because you see the value in building a solid economic foundation for our future generations. So as long as you see the value in that and you want to be a part of this type of community, you're welcome to do so. And it's important to understand that we are a melanated community network. Everybody has melanin, all different races. Everybody is welcome to be a part of the OFC community. We're a very inclusive community, but we're very adamant about the fact that we are here to create safe spaces for the Black community. So we do have particular programs within the community that are exclusive to the Black members of the community, just because that is necessary because some of the things that we've gone through as a community. But it's important that people understand that we are here for everybody. So everybody's welcome to be a part of this. Cool. And for those who are interested, we have a community commitment. I will share it in the chat in a moment. So anybody who would like to find out more about the OFC, who want to connect, you just fill it. You could read the community commitment. You could fill it out. Once we have your information, then we'll follow up and set up a call. And if you, even prior to that, if you just want to connect with me and just understand a little bit more about the OFC before you go through the community commitment, we'll also book a discovery call. So I'll put that in the chat for you as well. All right. Do I have any asks myself? No, I have not asked right now. I think on my end, I think we're good. So that's it for now. So guys, with no further ado, I would like to now cede the floor to our brother, Dr. Pierre, who's going to introduce himself, introduce his company and what he's working on and how we could all support it to bring it to another level. The floor is yours, brother.
Good afternoon, good night, everyone. Thank you for having me. Thank you for being in the podcast. I basically want to sort of tell people who I am. And my name is Justine Pierre. I live in Ontario, originally from the Caribbean. We are one of the directors of a company called by the name of Dunn Pierre Canada Limited. We are a management consultant and technology firm specializing in the collection, dissemination, and analysis of data on diverse population, including Black, Indigenous, people of color, and people in the diaspora. We also collect, we work one of the Canada's foremost Black research firm. We collect data on all types of indicators. We collect data on about 31 major Black indicators and about 65 minor indicators. So anything you know, want to know about the Black population, we can provide that type of information for you. We also what we do specifically, we have about 2,900 Black organization that provides data to us. We have a standard form. We collect most of the data based on the EU standards, the SDG goals. We also, what most important, we also code our data also in the NACE codes and the IC codes. So the NACE code, so that's StatScan and the US government and other agencies can understand it, and also IC codes, the UN can understand it. One of the main reasons we started the company is because just to get information on Black people. Most persons, even though there are 200 million Black persons are in the Americas, very few people know anything about them. So we started to collect data, and we have conducted through our firm over 160 studies in about 40 countries. So we are known worldwide, but now we are now trying to get into the Canadian market. Yes, last year we conducted one of the first ever Black labor market needs assessment, which is a very critical study in the development of persons. In fact, in the World Bank, all our data and all our surveys are guided under the auspices of the World Bank and the UN. And since the creation of the World Bank in 1944, the World Bank has assisted over 135 countries to conduct labor market needs assessment. However, in Canada, a labor market needs assessment has never been conducted on the Black population. And one of the main reasons we see some of the challenges within the Black population, because even the government, even the World Bank says that this is the foundation study. In order to develop your country, you must conduct a labor market needs assessment. And we see other countries who have practiced it. Japan, one of the first countries after the war to conduct this labor market needs assessment. You have Finland, you have Rwanda again, you have even India in this IT. You also see that governments like China, for example, conduct labor market needs assessment for provinces. However, in the 70 years, 100 years we live in Canada, not one Black labor market needs assessment has ever been done. So we do not know if someone asks us, how many, if I want to go to, if I want to do something from if I want to invest, or how many Black persons we need in 5 years, 7 years, we don't know. Basic information that is standard in developing countries is not known in our organization. And that is why we started collecting that data. Our goal is to pull out data, to create what is called a Black enclave, to start monitoring these 1.5 million people you have in Canada and start measuring them compared to, let's say, Black persons in Jamaica or South Africa or in Trinidad or Ghana or any country, so we can compare them. And from our data, it's very difficult being a Black person in Canada. So this is what we wanted to start. We believe that what is needed in our country, in Canada here, is an urgent need to conduct a Black labor market needs assessment. Mm-hmm. So last year we did that. We did a rapid one for Southern Ontario, but it's needed for a larger organization. And what we do now in Canada here, in Quebec, is conducting what is called the first ever Black Quebecers Pension Survey. And this is very, very key, because savings and pension and investment is not something that is normal in the Black community. We as a population, just from the data, conducting the research is showing that on average, about 20% of the general population still continue to work after age 65. But within the Black population in Quebec, it's over 33%. So we have, it's very disheartening that in 2023, when we go on the ground conducting the survey, Black people within our community, the first time they're hearing things about stocks and mutual funds and saving in 2023. We believe that this survey is needed. And we asking persons in the province of Quebec and Black people to fill out this survey. And the survey is sponsored by an organization called FACE, the Federation of African Canadian Economics, and organization by the name of Group Transit. Okay, all the data would be owned by us. No data will be given to the government or given to any public organization. So feel free to fill out the information as well as you like. Send it to someone, because it's important for us to also know that we are counted and we are measured and we are included. That's why survey is important. And according to StatsCan, we are one of the few organizations in the country who do not collect our own data. Most of the organizations collect their own data. For example, they in the Filipino industry, in the Filipino ethnic group, they collect data. They know everyone, but we do not do that. We rely on the government to collect our own data. We have to stop doing that. We have to be champions in our data. And last year, McKinsey did a study. They stated that the going after Black clients is a $300 billion industry, and as a result, everyone started collecting data. Now in Canada, there are over 92 organizations collecting data. Close to 95% of them are non-Black. Wow. So it is important, ladies and gentlemen, that we have to start collecting our own data. If you don't collect our data, what will happen? In 5 years' time, all the data will be in the hands of of non-black. So we want to be there. We want to be the champions. All right, as not present, we can reach at least about 600,000 black people in Canada. There are 1.5 million black people here. We have about 1.1 million people that are working. So there are about 27,000 black businesses. What we know for sure from our data is that we do not have enough businesses. We have a business to population ratio of 1.8, whereas the average in Canada is about 10%.
Oh, wow.
So we as a population do not go into business, especially for the women. So these moves, we're encouraging women to go get into business. So what our goal is by 2027 is to have 50,000 black businesses. Can you imagine 50,000 black businesses, each employing about 5 people, making an average of $115,000 per year. With that, we'll have at least $5 billion generated in our economy, and we will be able to employ our own. Okay, and that's a challenge for employment, workforce development. We need to employ our own because we cannot employ our students or children when they leave school. They have to rely on getting employment from someone who is not like them. And no wonder why black people, we have some of the highest unemployment rates. So I mean, the numbers, the statistics, the numbers speak for themselves. So I'll stop here. As I said, my name is Justine Pierre. My phone number is 647-966-4783. I can be, I'm on WhatsApp. I can be.
Hold on, can you say the number one more time? You said it quick. One more.
Number is 647-966-4783. Okay, and we can be reached on our company is www.dpbglobal.com, or you can just Google us, dpbglobal.com. We are a very popular company. I mean, we know, so just give us a call, and we are in the research. We conduct anything you need to do on research. We can provide that for you. We have over 500 samples of business plans. Any industry you want, we can provide that kind of data for you. So instead of you trying to invent your own wheel, you just come to us, refer to us. We will help you conduct the research, conduct the surveys. You may need to do a business plan or proposal or grant proposal. You just come to us. We'll provide that kind of technical skills. Companies like some of the bigger companies like KPMG and Anderson Consulting and Ernst & Young, they are at the larger end. We are just on the smaller end, but we are growing. We're going very quickly. Last year, we submitted over 100 proposals. So now these proposals are coming in, and it's a way to catch up, because it's black business is good business. So a lot of organizations, international organizations, just do business with us because, hey, we are a black company, and they want to tick that box. So once again, thank you very much. And fill out the survey.
Yes.
It's called the Black Quebecers Pension Survey. As a black person, we want you to fill it out, and we would like to get that data. So I'll stop for now. Thank you.
Thank you. And actually, guys, I have a couple of questions for you. And if anybody else does, please raise your hand on the screen. Okay. But again, I'll let you ask first. Go ahead.
Okay, Dr. Justine. Yes, question for you. 1.8% business to population ratio. That's how low ours is?
Yes, business. So we take the 1.5 million persons we have in Canada, and there is a total of 27,600 businesses in Canada, black businesses.
Okay.
So
and when you say businesses, is there a minimum size that you're counting?
Registered business that from the government, from all the provinces. We have all the registration. So there are 27,000 registered businesses and based on documentation in Canada. Yes, sir.
Okay, so some of those could be solopreneurs as opposed to having actual employees, or is this?
Yes. Those are yeah. So for example, there are 127. There's 127,000 registered business on social media, Black registered business on social media. But some of them, they may not be registered in any province. They may just, I may have a hair salon, or I do hair, but I just get, it's not, I'm not registered. So we are, so that's what we have. So we have all the crawlers. We have, let's say, like a data on all the WhatsApp groups, all the Facebook groups, all the LinkedIn groups of all the Black businesses in Canada. Yes.
Yeah, and one more thing, do you have those ratios compared to the average population of 10%? Do you have anything like that already in the chart?
Yes, so we have, yes, so we know it's something that you can buy. We have purchased it. All the businesses that register in Canada, we know who they are, and from then what we have done is that we send them an email if they're a Black business, and by exclusion, we instead of excluding them, and also we conducted the Black labor market needs assessment, and we send out that questionnaire to most of their Black organizations. Yes.
Wow.
Great questions.
Thank you. Thank you. That's massively under the average. Okay. Appreciate
yes.
it.
And that is why. That is why.
Hold, don't deep dive to it so deep. We have a bunch of other questions. Hold on. All right, good. Thank you, Dr. Pierre. All right, next, Andrea. The floor is yours. We have two. After Andrea, we have three more because I have a question too. So good.
Thank you. So just a couple of questions. And it's interesting because since COVID, or during COVID, unfortunately, a lot of the Black businesses didn't register their businesses. And this is why a lot of the Black businesses, at least I know here, did not get funding and help from the government because they didn't properly do because they didn't register their business. So the number might be a little bit high, is just what I'm trying to say. But when you are ready to reach out to Alberta, please reach out to me. I'll wait for you for that, just because I was born and raised here. So I will be honest, I'm very well networked, and I will definitely help you with getting into different organizations, churches, and pretty much organizations. And there's a really good contact I have here also, that is Diversity Magazine, and they do really well with the Black community as well. So please reach out to me, and my details is further up when you're ready for Alberta. Okay. Thank you. Good job you guys are doing. Thank you.
We are ready for Alberta. We also spend a lot of funds buying data. As I said, all data are anonymized, so nobody would know names, but it's important for us to network, and our relationship with the UN. What we want to do is to identify all the Black persons, the 200 million of us who are living in the Americas. We need to know who we are. No, we cannot afford people not knowing who we are. We need it.
I see. And so Andrea did kind of ask my question because I wanted to know when you're going to be ready to go to Alberta. So you're ready now. So you guys will make it a point for you guys to connect. Next, Brother Kevin, the floor is yours.
Hello, Dr. Pierre. So we were going through the process of doing the FACE application,
yes.
And it just seemed to take us through so many loops. We are a legitimate business. We've been a legitimate business. We did quite well during COVID, and we were seeking funding for the longest time. And it just seemed to be such a, it was very discouraging because you had to provide the same information to them three, 4 different times. And they just made you jump through so many loops that at the end we ended up just giving up because it was just such a,
wow.
The process was just so, it was hard. It was hard to tap in, and we had all our financials. Our accountant provided everything that we needed. So I'm just wondering, is it, I guess, this was a little bit rambling, but is there a shorter process to go through this FACE?
Actually, I think I'd be a better person to answer that one because
okay.
Yeah, because I'm one of the I work with a lot of the fiduciaries that are working with FACE, and actually so I connected with the what's her name, Sandra. So she is the representative for Alberta actually, and she was it's just that when I connected her this evening, it was a bit late, but I think she'll be on with us next week. So I could connect you directly with her and just to help the process, because the way it works is that FACE, there's a bunch of fiduciaries, well, not even fiduciaries, let's just call them support organizations. They're actually called like BEP partners or whatever, but they're in place to support businesses to make it the process to get the face easier. Right. So I intentionally reached out. I wanted to connect with the rep out in Alberta because I know I was building with you guys in the West Coast. So I do have her direct connect. I have expressed some of the challenges because you're not the first member from the community that I've spoken to from out west that's saying they're having a terrible time getting access to the funding that's available to you guys. So yes, it'll be my pleasure to help you to get access to the funding if it's still something that you could use. But yeah, definitely. I cannot remember the name of the organization. It's like Africa something. Africa Center? Is that possible? Anyway, yeah, it's Africa Center, right? Okay, yeah. So anyway, so we definitely got to follow up. I will help to bridge that for you because you're not the first person to express the frustrations of going through the process.
And also if you can tell the brother to my email is in the chat, just reach out to me. I know the president very well, Miss Tiffany Calendar, and so as far as I know, she is has done a good job. But however, to reach out to me and I'll try to get in contact with her. And as I just said, we cannot leave anyone behind. This is for us. This is our own, and we have to support. We have to support each other.
Right.
Yes.
This is awesome. Another question to Shauna Williams.
So, I'd like to speak to what Kevin said because I also work with him. He's my uncle. Hello. I worked on that business plan, and one of the good things that did come out of it was that now we have a financial plan that's set up where if somebody asks for that information, it's there. Building it was, I don't even think it's complete because we did cancel the application, but there's a lot of information there that took a lot of time to get through to find it. And so that also leads me to my question to you, Dr. Pierre, which is, do you provide, I know you're reaching out to the Alberta market, and I wanted to know if you provide consulting, just on data collection and how to manage that information efficiently when for instance, when there's a time limit on certain things, like this business plan where the information that we were looking for, it was just so vast. It was history. I would love to know if you have any insight and connect with you.
Yes. Well, thank you very much, Tashana. I like your phrase. You're a mother, a wife, a business owner. I thought it was really nice. Okay. I said yes. So what we do is that we provide data. We have the sort of bandwidth to collect data. In fact, we collect data on about 120 Black countries, predominantly Black countries. And especially for Canada, we have the data. We have the questionnaires. So any type of information you need, any type of granular data you need. So for example, let's say you want to know how many persons, let's say, over a certain income in your neighborhood or in your postal code. All type of data we can get for you. How many Black businesses made over 100,000 or 50,000 or things like that.
But Brother Pierre, I'm sorry for cutting you, but one of the questions, does your company does it offer consultation? So if somebody does want to disconnect just to even understand how they can manage their own data and stuff like that, that's something you do offer. And the only reason I'm cutting, because I'm also looking at the time. I try to be a stickler with the time because I know just to respect everybody's time as we're starting, as we're finishing. So we do have like a minute left. So I wanted to make sure that that you're able to answer the question. You guys are able to connect. But this is great because I have to say, like, I love the questions. I love the engagement. I'm glad that you guys are here and you guys are interested in the topic, because there's a huge value there. Like, even just like as entrepreneurs, guys, the information that we're now getting access to for it seems like the first time ever in history, we're going to be able to start planning ahead. And I even made a note to even add this aspect, because understanding that a lot of our I guess parents and people older than us, that like there's no pension plan. So these are, again, it's all about planning and preparing. So I could definitely see that as a value in incorporating within the workshops that we're creating, to be sure that people are aware, because we don't want to be reactive. We want to be planning ahead, and especially now knowing that there's a lot of our call it again, like generation after us, that are not prepared. as a community organization, that's great, because then we could, well, it's not a good situation, but it's good to know this information so we can start preparing and creating programs to support them, because there's going to be a need. So with that, guys, this has been another awesome OFC community and business team meeting. I think my only ask is that, one, you guys, I think everybody should be added to the calendar, so you guys should be getting the reminders. If you did not get a calendar invite, please make it a point to add your email in the chat if you haven't already, and we'll make sure that your email is added so you do get the reminders. And please invite somebody. We're growing our network out in Alberta. We're looking to actually set up an office in Alberta as well. So if anybody is inclined and you're interested in getting on a board of directors and you want to run, be a part of this whole movement, it'd be awesome to connect with you. But this is really what it is. So my only ask is just, if you know anybody else who could benefit from this type of community, this type of support, please make it a point to reach out to them and invite them to come and participate. So with that, guys, I'm going to close this up. I am grateful again to life. I'm grateful to God, our creator, and I'm grateful to our ancestors just for creating this opportunity for us to be able to get together and to build. And I ask that just life just continue to bless us, bless our businesses, that they be able to continue to grow, sustain ourselves, sustain our families, as well as our communities. Hotep, amen, and ashe, everybody. Thank you guys so much, and have an amazing night, and see you guys next week. Peace and blessings.
Ashe. Thank you.
All right, guys.
Blessings. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Very much. Thanks.